Hello everyone, I'm Captain Mick56, inside of Build a Boat for Treasure. Today I'm going to show you how to build a giant Zorb ball, one of those that you get inside of and it's got air surrounding you and you can bounce and roll and do all kinds of crazy stuff. It should be kind of interesting to see what we come up with here. So first I'm just putting up a block. Plastic is what we're going to build with. So I'm going to drop one of those on there, and I'm going to set my scale tool to 30. We're going to pull this thing out in both directions. 30. You know, we really don't even need the center pole right now. I think we can always find that later if we need to. Clone. So I got my clone tool set to 10. That just allows me to visually see that it's separated as the blocks get bigger. That is a little bit more important. We're going to use 15-degree rotation, so default setting for that. I'm going to just rotate that block I just cloned and drop back into place. Now we're going to go to scale, and we're going to set our scale to 0.05. That's about the smallest, most comfortable thing that I usually try to stick with. Anything smaller than that gets a little flaky sometimes, at least from my perspective. 0.05 is about small enough. Okay, and I'm trying to just even these things up. So I see this one's, there's 5.1, that's 5.2, so, okay, so there's 5.1, both of them are 5.1, so that's not too bad. We could go a little tighter with that. Okay, here's my uncomfortable thing. Let's see, how far back do we want to pull those? Let's go just... Okay, there we go, finally. And now we examine the surface. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. It's better than it was just a little bit ago. It's still not perfect. Okay, I'm done. Okay, what was that? 5.09. So that is 3.09, 3.09 in order to make both sides even. So I'm going to do that. You can always check yourself by pulling it back, and you can see that it goes back to 2. And that way you know you've got a nice even number there. Okay, and there we go. So 8.18 is our final number. Then we're going to pull it up. Whoa, I'm on the wrong block. Okay. Down, there we go. Now we're going to grab the other one, make it the same size as well. Okay, so we've got 2 blocks here. 8.18 by 62. And then we're going to start cloning. Clone tool would be nice. Okay, clone. Alright, up we go. You know what? This is not good. I need to get out of this block. Okay, and then we rotate. Whoops. Rotate 2 notches because we have 2 blocks out here. Now we're going to select those other 2. Next time we'll be rotating by 4 because we have 4 blocks selected. Okay. Did I go 4? No, I only went 3. Okay, there's 4. And now we're just going to clone that one again without selecting or deselecting anything and put that back in there. And then we're going to, oops, I always go past rotation. Alright, 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the circle right there. Okay, so there's the circle we're after. Now, we're going to make this hollow. So we're going to make a ball, so we want it to be hollow on the inside so we can get inside of it. So we're going to clone again, and then drop it back into the same place. And now we decide how big we want the core of the ball to be so that we can get into it. So we've got 2 layers of this inside of each other right now. So every one of these blocks that I can select, there's actually 2 of them in there. That's just fine. I'm going to make it so that this is 8 thick. So that is, I need 54, right? 54. So I pull that back 54 and I get 8 left. So I'm going to do that all the way around. and I'm just grabbing this one layer, and I don't care which of the layers it is, they're inside of each other, so it doesn't really matter. And as soon as you get all the way around, you'll start noticing the empty spaces start to show up, and you just keep on going from there. Alright, there we go. We've got a donut. Doesn't look very appetizing, but we're not going to eat it, so that's okay. Alright, I'm going to select one of those. So it's important to get your alignment correct, so I always use the alignment that is square with the build area. So you can select one of these two blocks, this one or this one, or you can select this one or this one, to get that alignment correct. If you select something else, then your alignment gets twisted. So let's do that, and then we're going to clone this. We're going to start making our sphere now. So we drop that back in. So now don't deselect, you just want to change to rotate. We're going to rotate by 1 notch, which is 15 degrees. And now that's what we've got. Now we're going to select that whole thing. We're going to correct the alignment again, pick a block that has the right orientation, and then we're going to clone it. We're going to go up. You could go down with that as well. Oh, don't select your jetpack. That's not a good plan. Okay. Now we make sure that our orientation is still correct, and it looks just fine, so I'm going to move it back down. If it's not fine, that's a good opportunity to correct it right there before you move it again. 1, 2, because we have 2 rings selected. Now we're going to select all 4 rings. So correct the orientation. Okay. Move, or clone rather. Then check the orientation. It looks good. Put it back in place. And we're going to rotate 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now, we only have 4 more positions, 4 more rings to install, so we are just going to go with this right here. I'm gonna set an orientation, and I'm going to clone that guy. I'm gonna move it out several notches this time, just so I can make sure I get a hold of that same block that I just touched for the orientation, just in case I have to orient it again. And we do. Okay. And I'm going to put it back in place. They should show up right on top of each other. And now we're going to rotate that one 4 notches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's it. There's a hollow sphere right there. Let's make sure she's hollow on the inside. Oh, can't see in there. My head's in there. Okay, that's better. Get stuck underneath the ball. Alright, let me get inside there. And then I'll show you what it does. Let's see, we're going to put a portal just in there any old place. There's this. We're going to need a big candy if you want to do it to the best of its ability. And you're going to want some pink candies. The pink candies I'm going to place around... back inside. Okay, I'm going to place the pink candies on the inside of the ball, because we might want to go somewhere, and then we're going to need pink candies to walk fast. And I'll show you why that's important here in just a little bit. Alright, that's probably good enough. I better save this thing. I'm going to save it. Actually, that junk is just fine. Okay, save. Yes, I'm going to reload it just because it's always a good plan. Hero Plays Roblox sign loads first. That's kind of neat. Check out Hero's YouTube channel, Hero Plays Roblox, and see the rest of my videos. I've got some really big builds that take, like, my castle now is 23.5 minutes it takes to load that thing. It's getting a little crazy, but fun. Okay, now I'm going to delete my jetpack because I want some wings, I want to get big first. There we go, getting big, and I'm going to put some wings on. I'm going to go inside here. I'm going to delete the portal because it weighs something. Then we're going to take a candy. Now I can run fast, and I'm going to unanchor this ball. There we go, unanchored, and I'm walking. Okay, this is not quite the end of it yet. Let's do some transparency. There you go. Now it kind of looks like the Zorb ball. So you can see I'm just running inside here. Let's see if I can get one of those candies. Maybe I already have one in play. Kind of looks like I do. Okay, so now you can just kind of walk right up the map, right up the trees. You could go right over the edge, I think, if you wanted to. It's kind of neat. There you go. That's that video is only about 10-12 minutes now, so in just a little bit of time, if you got the tools and the plastic, you can build yourself a Zorb ball. It's not very fast. Can't decide if I still have. I still see the little sparkly thing, so I still have the candy, I think. But you'll find it goes a little nuts, and if you walk down the river with the thing, it'll work, basically. It takes a little while. But you will find that if you get hit by like a cannonball, because the plastic ball doesn't weigh like anything, the cannonball will just blow the plastic ball off the map, and you'll be sitting there in the river going, where'd my transportation go? It's happened to me. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Good luck with your Zorb balls. Maybe we can have a little Zorb ball competition and bang into each other in the stages or something someday. Thanks a lot. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.